Double brokering is at an all-time high. The holidays is coming up. That means these brokers are going to be greedy for money and they're going to be double brokering a lot of loads.
After the driver picked up the load, the broker kept calling me, asking me to email him the BOL. That was interesting because most brokers ask for the BOL upon delivery of the load.
You booked it for 6,300 and you're giving it to me for 49, man.
Double, triple brokered.
Okay, fellow brokers, I caught another double broker for you.
Like, what is the most freight cards you've seen on a carrier?
It's the Landstar Ranger.
Double brokers are wreaking havoc on the trucking industry. They're stealing loads, manipulating rates, and leaving carriers unpaid. These scams not only cost trucking companies money, but also waste valuable time and resources. In this video, we're breaking down how these schemes work, the warning signs to watch for, and what you can do to protect yourself and your business. Stay informed and stay ahead.
All right, let's talk about how to spot a double broker load. All right, what a double broker load is some guy playing the middleman and basically trying to cheat you and the other broker out of their money. Now, what will happen is the normal broker will offer a load, let's say for $1,000. The guy who's double brokering the load will book that load. They'll pretend like they're the carrier and they'll book that load and then repost it on a load board for less money. So let's say the regular guy put it out there for $1,000. The double broker guy will put it out there for $800, and he's taking $200 of your money. Okay? So how do you spot this? The easiest way to spot it is because you will see two different brokers that are offering freight that are coming from similar cities and going to similar destinations. Now, the reason why I say similar is because they will often change one of the cities.
We actually sent in an undercover inquiry into these guys that are claiming that with $20,000 they can help you start your own trucking company, get you into a truck, all of these things. Ready? This is a double brokering ring. A lot of these guys, not all of them, a lot of these guys are a double brokering ring. And what is happening in the industry is that there are running out of options. Brokers are uniting in the industry to crack down and stop double brokering rings. So there are Indian offices on Indian soil, Ukrainian, Armenian, foreign offices, right? Like not on U.S. soil. I don't mean foreign nationality. I mean foreign as in not on U.S. soil, along with reps that they have here in the United States. Okay, so it's a very intricate, large ring of double brokering, and they are running out of options. So what they are doing is recruiting young kids, people with a little bit of money in the bank. They're enticing you to go get your MC number, your authority. They're assisting you in getting that information. They're getting you into a truck. They're helping you with your insurance. They're doing all of that stuff, which is admirable. But then in turn, they put you into these terrible lease agreements. They put you into these trailer lease agreements that aren't fair. They prey on people with little to no credit that just have cash because they want your cash. They're going to put you into some sort of piece of shit truck. They're going to recommend that you use their network. Like, it's just, there should be red flags if you are going through this already. So please be careful. So what they then do is they help you get your MC number, your authority. By the way, you can do for like $250, $300. Okay, so if you're paying $1,500, $1,600 for somebody to help you get your authority, your business license, your LLC, you can do that for less than $1,000. I'm just going to say that right now. Telling you to have, $10,000, $20,000 in the bank. They're getting you into these shitty circumstances, and then what happens is they put you out into the road. And maybe they talk you into running for them, but what you don't realize is that they are double brokering loads with your information. Okay, so they get you out, they say that they're running you, but then they're booking load after load after load. You're one truck, maybe you've got an inspection, you don't even know what's going on. You have no idea of what's going on, but they're booking loads with your information, and then they're turning around with their brokerage MC and they're posting those loads back out, and they're double brokering, and you have no idea because they helped set up your company. They probably had you sign over power of attorney at some point. Like, guys, be careful. Be careful.
As far as double brokering is concerned, this is what it comes down to. If I have a customer or if I have a shipper and they authorize me to move their freight, now I'm responsible for that freight. If I'm now responsible for that freight, I'm going to put that freight in the hands of an actual carrier or driver or owner operator. I'm not going to put that freight in the hands of another broker that's then going to go and raise the prices even more. And I don't trust them to follow through with this freight and, make sure that everything is going from point A to point B. My customer authorized me to do it. My customer trusted me to do it. And aside from the rates going up and being jacked up because of all the hands that it's passing down, who's responsible for the freight? What happens if there's an accident? What happens if anything gets damaged? Think about the nightmare of that insurance. Think about the nightmare of those claims. So it's not just rates, while that's very important, it's also what's happening with this freight and who's responsible for it, and in the end, who does it bite?
We figured out what double brokers are doing to circumvent the system. They're pretending to be dispatch services. We had a dispatch service story time. Let me just give you a little story time. We have a dispatch service with no company name. Their emails are dispatch team 032.
It's dispatch team, 3 digits.
3 digits,
And
dispatch team, all at Gmail.
Okay.
All with Arizona phone numbers. This is probably our boy here, like the G-face stuff, right? Like this is what he's got you guys doing. All Arizona phone numbers linked to a bunch of MC numbers out of Kentucky, Indiana, Wisconsin, and I think Ohio were the ones that we tied to it. I mean, there was like 25 MC numbers that we linked to these phone numbers and these email addresses today.
I was proud of myself. I noticed. I was like, hey, wait.
And we just blackballed them all. We sure did. And I don't feel bad about it.
Nope.
I don't feel bad about it. When you got 4 dispatchers, Bill, Kevin, Robert, and something else, Robert Smith, Bill, like, come on, guys, giving MC numbers out of Kentucky. 4 different MC numbers out of Louisville, Kentucky, all within 5 miles of each other, by the way. Like, what are the odds of that? So that's what they're doing. They're signing up as legitimate trucking companies, maybe one truck operations, and they maybe have a truck. But then they are booking loads after load after load after load after load. We cut them all off today. Like, we're gonna just start paying attention to that stuff. We're gonna start running your phone numbers, your email addresses, your VIN numbers. We're running everything. And if we find you tied to a bunch of other stuff, we're shutting it all off. Not only are we gonna shut it all off, but we're gonna file freight guard reports to let other brokers know. And that's what we're going to do.
Here's a story of a time I booked a double broker load. Before contacting the broker, I did a credit check on the broker with the factoring company and it came back approved. I contacted the broker, negotiated on the load, and completed all the paperwork needed to get set up. After the driver picked up the load, the broker kept calling me asking me to email him the BOL. That was interesting because most brokers ask for the BOL upon delivery of the load. I asked the driver to email me the BOL, and before I sent it to the broker, I took a quick glance at it and noticed there was another broker listed on the BOL. I quickly called the broker listed on the BOL, and they told me they brokered this load to another carrier. They were totally unaware of the situation. Before we delivered the load, we asked the broker that was listed on the BOL to send us a rate confirmation. It included an additional $300. That additional $300 is what the original broker was hoping to receive for double brokering the load. Be careful before you book a load with a broker. Make sure you're always doing a credit check and verify the name listed on the BOL.
Hey, sir, how are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Look, sir, so I got some freight. Can you help me with, to cover them?
Sure. What are you working on?
It's from like Laredo, Texas, coming back to Pennsylvania. I mean, if you got someone there, it's all fully loaded, palletized. Okay, like the project is starting like 2-3 loads per week. Some of them palletized, some of them fully loaded. The project is starting next Monday. Okay, so Laredo, Texas to Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania. Okay, I'm paying like around Pittsburgh. I'm paying like I can do like most probably 552 maybe. If you can help me cover them.
$550.
Yeah, 200. Like I can do like most probably 52 and another 50. Okay, like 5,250, 5,300.
Okay.
This is a new project. I don't know if it's like good rate or what will you need? I mean, what's your rate?
What's the commodity?
Commodity is all for loaded digs. We need like tailgate the driver assist, okay, to take the digs and bring the yeah, bro.
Okay.
Help me. And with Logos LTD.
Yeah. Does he have to pull all of the dick?
Yeah, the driver needs to pull all the digs. He can use pallet jack as well.
He can jack.
I believe we are set up. You did some kind of shipments with me. I can with Logos LTD once again.
If the driver has any questions about pulling the dicks, you'd be able to help him, being an expert.
Look, bro, like the shipments that are fully loaded, those are all digs. Okay.
Yeah.
The other shipments that are palletized, they are all pussies. Okay. The driver needs to put all of them in your mouth. Okay.
Okay.
You can try the taste of them. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro. Let me know if you can handle this. Okay.
Yeah, we can take them all. We can take all your dicks.
Really? Yeah, that's perfect, man. So where I should send the rate confirmation?
I think you have my email.
What's your email?
You know it.
Whom I'm speaking with?
You know who you're speaking with. It's your best buddy.
Yeah, you are the one. Yeah, understood.
You're getting
Okay, I'll send it. I'll send it. Okay. Don't forget about my company. Okay, you are going to get fucked one day.
Excellent. With one of your dicks?
Bye bye. Yeah, the dicks are in, you will put on your ass. Okay.
Okay.
Gotten the most. You don't have to name them, but like, what is the most freight cards you've seen on a carrier?
It's the Landstar Ranger.
Really?
Absolutely.
Like, how? What is a lot?
It's like they're built for double broker.
Like,
Okay, that's
how many
why
freight
they're
cards are we talking
created.
about here?
Hundreds. I
Hundreds.
think. Yeah.
Wow.
But yet people continue to use them. Landstar's a customer of ours. They're
Yeah.
brokerage. But, you know, Ranger, beyond all of them, is the number one.
New bill would let FMCSA fine double brokers $10,000. It says a new bill introduced by a bipartisan group of lawmakers aims to empower the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration to impose fines of $10,000 on double brokers. The legislation targets fraudulent practices in the freight brokering industry. We all know what double brokering is. The bill is part of broader efforts to enhance transparency and accountability in the trucking industry, ensuring better protection and shippers and carriers.
If the bill is passed and ultimately signed into law, carriers brokering loads without broker authority would be subject to the fines. The legislation would enable FMCSA to be more readily block or revoke the authority of carriers or broker forwarders without a proper principal place of business address, sometimes a hallmark of scam operations. Registrants also would be required to disclose ties to other operations or face the same $10,000 penalty.